What's up, everyone? I'm Anthony Gallegos, along with Senior Features Editor Brian Altano.
Hi, how's it going?
And we are here to show you this game, Tiny and Big. It's a new indie game that just came out on Steam this, well, really soon. You might not be hearing it the week it came out. But so it's got this really cool aesthetic. It's a really cool, very quirky platformer with a very unique sort of style to it.
It's new for me. This is my first time seeing it, and I really love some of the art direction and the menus and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, just even like when you look at the way they name the levels, like the fonts they use and everything,
yeah.
Everything has like a very sort of unique aesthetic to it.
Everything's sort of like kind of gritty and hobbled together with pieces of duct tape and old paper.
It's not a very long game. You can get through it in probably like 4 or 5 hours. But that being said, it's only $10. Like, and that's not even on sale, and I'm sure it will go on sale. It just has like a really cool gameplay hook to it that kind of makes it feel special. I'm gonna skip the story for you guys. You don't need to see that. So at its core, what this game is it's a platformer. You know, your guy can run, he can jump, blah, 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 a million things you've seen before. He can use a grapple hook to grab things and pull them. But where it gets really cool is that he has this gun, this laser, that most things, if you click on it and then draw a line, you can cut through it. And so you can kind of dynamically cut.
Oh my God, you ruined that beautiful statue.
You can kind of dynamically cut everything in the environment.
Somebody went to art school for that.
Oh, whoops, I killed myself, hold on. Yeah, someone did go to art school for that. So as you can see, it's very, you can die, but you can easily reload super fast. And the whole thing is that, you know, you might need to get up to somewhere, and you can't. But let's say, like, even right here, I wanted to get up there, and it was at an angle that I couldn't do. I could cut this. I probably didn't cut it all the way through, or there's somewhere else that's attached. But you can cut these things over and over and over again until you finally, you know, make it right. And you can just sit here and
I like the sort of old school Adam West Batman sound effects that pop up over the...
Yeah. The game doesn't have any voiced acting or anything like that, but yeah, they try and do, you know, make it quirky, make it fun. Like right here, actually, here's a perfect example. I can't get up this ledge, you know. There's no way for me to do it. But if I get really close, maybe, and try and do a good cut on it, I might be able to...
Nice.
Make a platform for myself.
Now, can any of those things ever crush you?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You have to constantly worry about whether or not you're going to get crushed. Everything in this game will kill you. You can also attach rocket engines to things and kind of boost
them away.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a quick way to kind of move through things.
So I noticed you collected something called a boring stone.
Yeah, I don't. It's the in-game collectible, and they're very self-aware that it's just a dumb stone that you're collecting. You might not be able to hear it in this commentary, but one thing this game has is really phenomenal music. Like really great indie rock soundtrack, and each level, the collectible you find is often a really rad rock song.
And we're just going to talk over it and ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, mainly the thing I wanted to show with this is just, you know, kind of how cool and quirky the gameplay hook in this is, you know. This ability to be able to cut things dynamically. You know, there are definitely times that you'll do it and you might break a level. Like you'll get to a point where you're like, well, I've dropped the chunk of rock that I definitely needed to progress. But you know, for all the times that it has frustrating moments like that, it's just like, it's fun. It's like you're in a playground where you can toy around with things, you know. They put things up here all the time, columns and whatnot, that, you know, you can, like, this doesn't serve any purpose, but I can sure as hell cut it, bust it up just because.
Just because you don't like it.
Yeah. And I mean, you can really cut huge chunks of the environment.
Can you just cut an entire level in half?
Wow,
look at that.
There are always parts where they try and make it to where there are certain chunks that they don't want you to cut. But, like, you can totally game the game in the sense that...
Now, what the hell just happened there?
I'm pretty sure that was probably a physics bug.
Okay.
But,
because I noticed that there's parts flying around the stage.
Oh, well, that's actually because at this point, I'm in the sky. I'm way up in the sky, and I'm like in a crazy vortex. Again, I'm not going to sit here and spoil the epic story of Tiny and Big.
I do like that you explained it by saying that because you're in the sky, obviously rocks are flying. Just like the real sky.
The premise of this game is that you're this guy Tiny chasing after your brother Big, who has stolen...
Don't get killed here.
Who has stolen your underpants. So... I mean, that's just kind of the basic gimmick. And see, that's the thing. Now I could make this thing where now I can run up here, totally get around.
See, if my brother stole my underwear growing up, I would have been like, you know what, keep them. I'm not gonna go climb a mountain and cut the sky in half.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that. It's just this. You know, this is basically a lot of the game you're seeing. It's various sections where it's like that. But in the same way as a game like Portal or something like that, the whole fun of it is kind of figuring out how to do it. Except unlike Portal, where there is like, you know, very much a very firm solution. In Tiny and Big, they want you to kind of dick around until you figure it out. Like right now, I don't even know how I can do this because you can't cut the bluestone. So I'm thinking, Altano, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do a little bit of.
You're gonna commit suicide?
No.
Do some rock surfing?
I'm gonna plant.
Some ganashing?
I'm gonna plant a booster on the back of that and see if we can't rocket this thing.
Oh God! Hey, it worked! Wow!
Thank you, everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is that's a perfect example.
That was unscripted. You haven't practiced that.
Unscripted. You know, probably not even the way I'm supposed to do this at all. No one else is gonna cut their rocks in the way that you see on this screen right now. So, that's a kind of quick overview of Tiny and Big. You know, if the art style appeals to you at all, or the gameplay hook kind of looks rad to you, you should definitely check it out. It's super cheap on Steam right now, and it's totally one of those worthwhile indie games that a lot of people are going to probably miss.
You know,
$10, yeah.
We're going to go spend that at Taco Bell and sit on the toilet all night.
Exactly.
Let's buy a video game. It's much better for you.
Exactly.
You don't need a fourth meal.
For more on that and all the video games you can buy instead of Taco Bell, though, you can go to IGN.